What the picture's gonna be.
Oh.
I don't know what the picture is, but yeah.
We're live, yo.
We're live, so
welcome.
I'll fix it all up tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if we are necessarily ready, but
I'm ready. Let's do it live.
Yeah, I guess so. We're just gonna keep pushing through. Accidentally pressed the button to go live, but we are Break Room Bliss, and you guys for watching. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, especially if we make you laugh or smile anytime. We need that like button.
Yeah.
If you pop on here live, you need to go ahead and hit that like button. If it make you think, make you angry, make you, I don't know, whatever you feeling on the inside, go ahead and comment that. And I would definitely retort whatever it is you're feeling, or I might concur. If you realize that we are correct in all things. Yeah. And then if you just want to see us and have your friends share and talk about things that we say, you need to go ahead and share that. Go ahead and share with your friends, your family, your church.
Whatever it is.
Right.
Social media. It's all the above. We're everywhere.
That's another thing. We got another requirement. You need to go ahead and pop on to our social medias on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah.
Break Room Blitz.
We got great memes.
Right. We got memes. We got news. We got me talking about my opinion about things.
We're going to ask you what movies you want us to see before you go to the movies and waste your money and see it.
Are we going to ask?
We will
that
ask.
implies that you have to be on there with me.
I'll try.
A teammate. Let's go.
I'm there.
Okay. Y'all heard him.
I'm already there.
Y'all heard him.
I can see it now.
Sound like bullshit. No, it's all good. I enjoyed it anyway.
Trust me.
So, we went to go see Upgrade.
Upgrade?
Let me upgrade you.
Yeah. What's this movie about?
It is a sci-fi movie.
Sweet.
I wish I don't have to. Do you have a synopsis, actually?
Set in the near future, technology controls nearly all aspects of life, but when Gray, a self-identified technophobe, has his world turned upside down, his only... hope for revenge is an experimental computer chip implant called STEM. So there you go. Right.
So it's pretty much, I'm going to just do a loop. Oh, we got somebody online. What's going on?
Oh.
Yeah, y'all know y'all got to talk. Y'all got to say something. Got to interact.
Just say, hey.
Before we blow up to be so big
Sup?
to where we can't interact with our fans anymore. Take advantage.
Talk to me. They talk to me.
Right.
They know me.
Anybody else talking to you? Any other video that you watch talking to you? No. So anyway. What I saw, anyway, it was about a guy who, before you
help me down.
Upgraded. Oh, what's up, Conj? What's going on, man? It's been a while. So what I saw was a guy who pretty much, got John Wicked.
He did get John Wicked.
Who got John Wicked.
He got John Wicked. He got Scooby-Dooed. He got Robocopped.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he did.
He got Neo from
the
Matrix.
Okay, hold on. That's a good
I'm breaking
point.
it down.
Good points.
All right.
But for them to understand what the movie was about,
right.
It's a guy who got John Wicked,
but
it was his wife versus the dog.
Yeah.
And he comes up in the future where they got all this technology, and he's the one who's anti-technology. He doesn't want a
old school
smart car. He doesn't want a Tesla car.
Right.
He doesn't want any of that. He wants old school, no gadgets inside me. So he's pure human. He's like Noah. Okay.
Mechanic.
And he's a mechanic.
Yeah.
And then once his wife passes away, he has to hunt all these people down.
And this is in a trailer.
Right. So that's what it's about. It's a futuristic John Wick.
Right. Now, what did you think about it? Are we gonna say spoilers right now?
No spoilers.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Right, cool.
So I just want to tell you,
Yeah, rundown.
I want to give you, if you guys weren't interested in this movie, now you should be.
I think so.
Oh shit, John Wick.
I like
in the future.
Check. I like that. Future.
How to hunt people down.
Sci-fi.
All right.
Cool. All right.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I would say you guys should be going to go see this week. So, little breakdown what I thought. I thought the acting was great. I thought the action was great. I laughed a few times. You guys know that if I'm not laughing in an action movie, it sucked.
I'm sleeping.
Right. I thought that the emotion was there. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Because the guy gets put into a wheelchair.
Right.
And he has his mom taking care of him.
Quadriplegic.
And in my mind, I'm like, if I see my mom taking care of me as a grown-ass man, I'm going to be crying.
Yeah.
So, they did that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated that. It made it more realistic.
He broke down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to connect with the actual character. He wasn't just like some, oh my God, I want to die.
Right.
He actually had real life emotions.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that.
I felt that. He acted a good part in that.
Right. It was funny. It also had some funny parts.
It did. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you don't have to be sitting there all serious all the time, even though I'll be laughing through all the action. But there was actually some comedic parts that were meant for people to laugh.
Yeah.
And they hit. I thought it was great. I thought that the action scenes were great. The fight scenes were great. There were some things that were kind of odd, but I kind of figured it out throughout the way, kind of like why is he walking and talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was pretty much a robot. So it kind of made it into... He walked like one.
Right.
But at first I was kind of, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that I forgot what I was going to say. But it was overall, it was a good movie.
It was good.
The ending was a little like, no.
Yeah.
But they gave us just enough and took away enough for me not to really be able to decide if they was able to end the movie correctly.
Yeah.
But at least maybe there will be some sequels. How about that? I don't know. Because that's kind of how they just cut it off.
Yeah.
So I would say if I had to rate it...
5-star rule? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I'm going to give it a 4.2. 4.2.
All right.
Because I did enjoy it. I feel like it reached its audience. I love sci-fi movies. So I was already into it. The acting was great. Everything I did like. There was some, some nuances. I'm like, I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second. But what'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty dope. I'm a big fan of, sci-fi and, all that kind of new stuff. They're coming up a lot with these AI type style movies where, we got Transcendence or what was that other one with Scarlett Johansson and, where AI is pretty much taking over and becoming, part of the human technology, what we are as a human. Right. So I appreciated that. There was some, intelligent conversations going on with it. And just the acting itself, him kind of interacting with the computer, it was pretty dope. Like, okay, you got a computer in your head. How would you handle it? And to me, I think I bought how he was handling the whole thing. He was putting his life in his hands of a computer because you got to autopilot the thing. Right. So I liked it.
Oh, it was the upgraded her. You guys saw her.
Upgraded her. Oh yeah, her.
Upgraded her.
It was her, the movie with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson.
Right.
That was dope. That was a good point. So, I mean, we got all these good movies that are hitting, and they kind of combine them, take a little parts, but they did make it their own. I felt like this movie did stand alone, and it was kind of its own thing.
For sure.
It's kind of hard to be original, telling an original story, but we did get it. We got it. We got brand new actors in this. There was, these actors haven't been in much. Our main actor, he was in maybe a handful of movies.
You got the IMDb up.
Yeah.
I've seen him before.
I have seen him before, but he was in Spider-Man. He was the Shocker before he died.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's the...
He was the first Shocker.
I had a joke, but I don't remember the name of the guy, so I can't tell the joke.
Anyway, but, I mean, he hasn't played, lead roles, so, I mean, this was pretty cool for him. I almost had a Netflix kind of vibe out of this movie, but it was just a little bit more of a budget to not be Netflix.
A good Netflix.
Netflix movie, mind you.
Because I don't know about that.
Right. Overall, the action was super dope. Let me just say that. I mean, right before the movies, we were talking about fight choreography, and we hadn't got that much until we saw a sneak preview of Superfly. But this fight choreography was dope, and it was different. Got some really cool moves, very unique fight choreography if you could imagine a robot fighting. So a lot of cool things that were done in this movie with the future concept of the city, the cars, and everything. Really enjoyed it. If I had to give it a rating,
go ahead.
It's gonna be 4.5. It's right there, almost close to being a perfect movie. There's just a couple of things that I would like to have happen a little bit better, but we'll probably get that into the spoilers.
Right, so if you guys liked Civil War, where Iron Man is talking to, I forget his new
Jarvis
AI.
or
It's not Jarvis. The girl.
Friday or something.
Whatever
like that.
her name is,
Yeah.
and you know she starts
Veronica.
calculating right.
Yeah.
The fight scenes with Cap, how you know you started to take over.
Oh, let's kick his
There's
ass.
right. There's a bit of that.
Yeah, there was that. Oh,
There's
that's
a
good.
John Wick aspect to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a Matrix Neo where he's just like, oh,
Yes. Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But I interrupted at a terrible part.
That's fine.
I'm not bad at that. I don't know when to like cut people off.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fight scene reminded me of Matrix.
The Matrix,
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the cinematography was very interesting
because they moved the camera as he's like fighting too, so it was like it makes you kind of it almost gives you like a vertical feeling, like you're going with him.
Do you remember that movie where they shot the movie was shot all first person?
Okay.
What was that movie called? It was all first person. And he, you know, was pretty much kicking people's ass.
I think I know which one.
I can't even remember.
It was like something Henry, Hardcore Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I'm meaning to.
It was a little bit of a hint of that, but they did it. They incorporated just enough to where it wouldn't irritate people.
Right.
Because that was one thing that bothered people about that movie.
And I wouldn't even say 5% of that was in here. You know what I mean?
I would say maybe 5, because the camera was moving with the guy almost first person a lot of times.
It was with the guy for sure.
Second person? When you can
Third
see...
Third person. It
was third person?
Third person, kind of like overhead view, kind of. You're moving
right,
with him.
but you can still see him.
Right.
All right, third person.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting. I thought the cinematography, what they took from different movies was, I felt like, kind of brilliant. You know, they all the good stuff from things, we're going to just take that and put into a movie.
It was a fun time, like, just, like, interacting with the movie almost. It gave a different feel to it. It was nice.
Right. So, I do have some questions, so it's possible spoilers from this point on.
Spoilers.
So, just kind of...
Exclamation.
Oh, man, 12 minutes. I wonder if we can just end it right now, actually.
All right. Spoiler free.
Yeah. I mean, go see the movie.
Go see the movie. If you haven't seen Infinity War, if you haven't seen Deadpool 2, I would highly recommend seeing this movie if you want to get an action movie out of it.
Right. You know what? We'll do a discussion about this movie right after this, actually. We're going to end this right here.
All right.
Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Where can we find you at?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at PwnedPops, PWNEDPOPS. Oh, I make stuff like that. So, like, little figures, big heads, bobbleheads kind of deal.
Icon, baby.
Yeah, so go check out my page. You hit me up if you want something. I'll hook you up with something cool.
I love it. And again, hit us up on Instagram. We are live and frequent on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right? Break Room Blitz. Check that out. We're gonna make you laugh. We're gonna give you some news. It's very interesting. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're out, baby.
Peace.
Peace.